Hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie, so I have some sad news. My grandma passed away yesterday. I was supposed to go see her as well with my dad, but he was at, having a scan at 7:30 in the morning. He's poorly, and well, didn't expect it to be so soon, didn't expect it at all, but she passed away while he was at the hospital, so, and I hadn't gone last week because I've had such a bad cold, it can kill residents off, so I didn't want to give my grandma anything, or indeed anybody else, but anyway, by the by, so, you know, you don't have to worry, I'm okay. I just feel for my dad, really, you know, and everybody, like all the children. I feel sad for them. So anyway, that's out the way. Let's crack on then. I've been told to read on the king. I mean, we had Russia on the table, we had Candice Owens, Defrets, but instead they want me to do this, so let's have a look. Universe, why do you want me to read on the king, please? Because it's something I often do. Add a bit of humour and tradition, apparently. It's the royal family, so it's about the royal family. Something that they often do. Well, it's linked with a big organisation. I don't know if we're getting problems here with Commonwealth. Problems with Commonwealth coming up, universe. Slight exaggerations, false claims. This is to do with false claims. Who's making the false claims? We know it is our government. Is this more to do with government? Yes. But still family as well. Still family. How's the king feeling about his monarchy at the moment? You're going to see him maybe having to drop out every now and again. I mean, an irresponsible attitude to money. Turning down a job, turning down an opportunity, more like. How does, is this about the budget and King Charles and maybe anything? Is this about King Charles and the Labour Party? Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So we've got plans going forward. This dropping out could be what I've predicted before about maybe even having to get the military in. So I don't know what it is. I was giving Lammy a good going over. I think it's generic. What I've gathered is a lot of people don't like him. So, and I don't know why that is, but I've only watched a few snippets, and what I have seen, I liked, you know, and at the moment, even a skeleton would do, you know, than Labour Party. What's he planning? People are suffering. Finally, you get it, dear Charles. I bet you only realised that was bad for us. when they start coming knocking on your door for your property, saying the estate should be smaller and you've got too many houses and you should all live under the same roof in Buckingham Palace. Well, we know why. A, they don't like it. B, there's a refurb. 3, there's tons of ghosts in there. 4, who can live with your family all the time? You know, it'd be World War III. And why would you have 3 kings under the same roof as well? I.e. Charles, William and George. What does the king feel about Starmer wanting to do a land grab? Poor decisions, eh? He's going to have to start upping his game and working things out as well. I think it's not that Charles really actually cares about us. I think he can see what's happening and that the royal family will be no more if Labour carry on the way that they're doing. They're already pressurising him for this, that and the other. He pays his taxes. You've got loads of bad MSN reporting. That will likely be part of the government as well. There's always an agenda. Is the king's priority and biggest concern what Labour are doing to people, free speech? Billions, don't you get me started on putting billions into the welfare system. Hey, they've only done it so they can afford about another 1,000, illegal immigrants. Don't think anybody else who's decent is going to get it, you know. I mean, I know a lady down next door. I know a couple of people down the road, and they are really poorly, and they just live and left to live in absolute, poverty, you know. I would be surprised if she could even afford the ice cream for 2 kids. It's terrible. So you're only paying more people, not increasing it. Anyway, yeah, he's not happy about that. Is this self-preservation and with selfish motives on behalf of the king? Well, I don't believe, you know, he feels the government's got him over a barrel. Getting secrets not revealed, so something's been hidden. That one is where it comes out. And that's a secret kept. Yes or no, universe won't turn the card asking for clarification. Is secret? That wasn't what I was going to ask. So, just tell me. What is the secrets? What is it? What does it involve? Having to do things. I mean, it's not an out-and-out blackmail even, but it is like King Charles is in on some kind of plan. What is the secret? It's something that it'd get negative attention for. That we won't be happy. Any unhappiness in a situation. Was the king in on a plan for Labour to come in and destroy the UK? I think he's found it difficult to communicate with Keir Starmer because Keir Starmer has such an ego and wants to talk over Charles. I think it's safe to say that they've had words. Is he involved? Is it the King's? Does the King know of Labour's intention to open borders, screw us on religion, and silence us? Did the King know this? No. Was he involved? Is he part of it? I know I asked there, but I won't get enough. There's more to it than meets the eye and seems. Look beneath it. So, was King Charles part of it? I'm going into battle. Is he part of it? Well, he is, if he's being controlled by certain secrets. I mean, do you know what? Just come out and get it, you selfish bastards. Why don't you just tell the truth and stop being hung up on your egos like, oh, they won't like me. Oh, I'll lose my position. Oh, I'll lose that. You're going to lose your life. You think the illegal immigrants and criminals are just going to stop at normal people? Joe Bloggs, other bollocks. They don't know whether you're an MP or whether you're a banker. You have to put your country first, your people first. That's why you do those jobs. And none of them in Labour Party are any good. And also the Conservatives and even Reform and everybody else, Lib Dems. You know, nobody's putting us first. They're putting themselves first. And they certainly have more influence and sway and power than we do. I mean, I hear people moaning all the time, you know, oh, this all going and, you know, they should be all wiped out and this, that and the other. Rather than taking a shot something in your hand and travelling down there, why don't you do something far easier and vote? Like any MP's going to listen to me. Sorry, guys. I get real thingy about this because, you know, it's about priorities and you shouldn't care about lies and truth. You're not bothered until you know, it's threatened with you to come out. Then you're bothered. Is Starmer blackmailing King Charles? That would be a full-on yes. Oh, yeah, look, he's threatened to tell lies. Expose lies. What does Keir Starmer know about the King that we don't? Again, look. That he's going to be very unhappy about something, you know, and attention. Doesn't want the attention on something. Doesn't want this to come out. Look at that, you know, their own hidden motives. That knowledge that they have and no one's ever supposed to know. Well, you wouldn't give that information up, would you? Because you'd lose your bargaining tower. And that's what, you know, Starmer is doing over the King. So it must be pretty bad, and I'm not going to assume it's an illegitimate child, but we will go through and see a few yes or no's. You know, what is it? Is it to do with Andrew? Yes or no, universe, won't turn the card. Yes. Is it to do with Harry? Yes or no, universe, won't turn the card. It's not Harry, it's Andrew. Okay, is it Major Johnny Thompson? Yes. So we've got Andrew in the frame, Major Johnny Thompson in the frame. What does Keir Starmer know about... Does Starmer know about... well, it's Johnny and then it's Andrew. Okay. What does Andrew know that the king don't want him to tell? Something coming up, something in writing, being in the dark. So that could be letters, maybe. Letters involved with between... It doesn't want you to see it. Did? So what? Is King Charles worried Andrew will spill the beans about Johnny? Same again. Something you often do. A lot of people have told me, you know, they all have had mistresses and this, that and the other. Oh, so be it. This is a serious issue. It's a serious issue. It's a very damaging one as well, you know. You need a scandal to rock the monarchy. Well, there's your little secret. Do MI5 know about this? Did they tell Starmer? Can't imagine him volunteering it, can you? Yeah, look at that. Starmer was absolutely shocked. And that's why your king has been, you know, wrecking and allowing it to be wrecked. And I know you say, oh, he's older than William. Is he? That date of birth you don't know. You want to know what he's put out there. Funny how, you know, a short little paragraph about Johnny from years ago is just that, very short and sweet. It's funny how he's with him at Christmas all the time, and he is. I saw it the other day where he's there and you can see the camera and he walks off, scuttles off and adds, don't want the attention. Well, Johnny, then, our country falls on you. How does Johnny feel about Starmer? News on the way, no response from you. Well, as if he wouldn't even get fair warning. Well, Johnny, step up and so Starmer's got a message or said something to Johnny and there's no response, and I think it's an email, and I think it could be actually come from another party, so probably the king. Has Johnny and the king been discussing things? Yes, tell him he's the child. Support and reassurance. What does the king intend to do? Does he intend to save the UK? Does he intend to try and save us? I mean, if you're just a chocolate king, there's no point you being there. I wasn't talking about colour, by the way. I was talking about, you know, stick it near the fire and it's useless. Melts. Where does the king stand with Starmer at the moment? Wants him out. Wants him out. So really, what you've got is you've got Starmer, Labour making the king look bad when he goes everywhere. I mean, wouldn't you be embarrassed, guys, doing a tour in wherever it was? You know, wouldn't you be embarrassed and feel guilty or ashamed about people getting locked up for tweets? And there you are, you know, having a fancy dinner. I'll kiss your ass back and front. I don't mean that. I don't mean that. I don't know why I said that. But anyway, I was going to say I'll kiss your ass and thank you very much if you step in and just, you know, act like our king. You're our king. You're not Starmer's king. You're not the Labour Party's king. You are our king. Right, let's have a look then. How will the king, will he dissolve Parliament or will he say national security? Because I hear some stories about spies and China. I didn't read it. Well, I didn't have time, but I will later. So, does the king believe the state's national security is at risk? Well, I think that's more to do with, you know, you've got boats here and trips and being up this way and short visits and then talking about leaving. They never leave, do they? They never leave. And yeah, it is. It is a national security. Universe, do you think it's national security that's at risk in the UK? Absolutely. Look, there's going to be death. Death, illness. It's like they bring something with them. I'm not saying that about all of them, okay, but you certainly got a lot of third world countries where they have a lot of HIV. Then you've got TB that's coming out, and then you've got, you know, that they're unvaccinated, so it could be polio, whooping cough, you know, all measles, death and destruction. I don't think Charles has been ever more concerned with the UK than it is now, and themselves. Yeah, we know you're ill, Charlie. We know you're dying as well. So you should be, if you want to meet your maker and not go through shit and selfishness and bad secrets, they're the things that stop you from, you know, moving on. You have to stay there and hang around for a bit. So do it in this life. Why hasn't Johnny come out? Probably thinks he's going to do more damage than good. Why hasn't Johnny come out with the truth? Maybe he has to talk to other people around him. I mean, for God's sake, his life would change. He would be hounded, he would be hunted, his family, all digging on him, you know. These are terrifying aspects, you know, and his children's life as well. And I've got no doubt that his children are not aware that his dad is the son of a king. Oh, by the way, just don't go on about his age. Don't go on about he can't be in the line of succession. I've made plenty of predictions over the past 5 years where you've all agreed and said, oh no, that can't happen, and then it does. So just you don't know why it's going to happen. Even I, at this point, am not sure of the whole impact of it. All I know is it's a long time to lie to the public. We like Johnny. We like the royals over the Sussexes. You know, but we are a very small audience in a great big world. And this might be us, you know, being kind and caring and going, oh yeah, it'll all be lovely and, you know, it'll do well with William. Try selling that to the banks, to the stock market, to their powerful elites. Sell it to them. How does William see Starmer's threats? No. Yes or no? Does William know Starmer's got a hold over the king? Yes. Well, surely his son would have been in there loads of times saying, Dad, what are you thinking about? What's possessing you? Great news, because actually, well, it will rather piss Harry and Meghan off, but also because, you know, William believes Johnny is well liked and it will be well received, and he's going to need somebody, you know, at his side, which I believe Johnny will be, has been, is. Does William want Charles to tell the truth about Johnny? I think the truth about Johnny, you know, William thinks that maybe it should be better after the king's death, because can you imagine all those evil people who would want to troll the king and send messages, and, you know, he'd have to go through all that, and he's only got a few months left. Really? I think we can wait. Problem is, sir, what happens? Will Starmer stay in power until the secret about Johnny's revealed? Absolutely. But the thing is, this is coming a lot quicker. They've been well prepared for this for years. It was discussed with the Queen when she was dying. Of course he was with her. He was by her side all the time, wasn't he? For years and years he's been in that royal family. I think from what I read, he was in school in Scotland, and then did a bit in the army, I think, and then came out and went straight into working with the Queen. So that in itself should, well, it was a flag to me, but I don't know. Yeah, why? Why him? Why that long? Why go to Christmas do's? Why, when you see a camera being filmed, do you back off and your smile drops, you know? Laughy joking 1 minute, sees us or sees the cameras, and then skedaddles very quickly out of view. How will Starmer feel when it's the royals that tell the truth about Johnny? That he's been, you know, deliberately stirring things up. Bear with me, I'm just going to have a good cough. How will Starmer feel when the truth is revealed? Like, deliberately staring, mischief making as well. It's as if he's going to start slagging the king off in Parliament. Is that right, Universe? Something hampered communications and a lot of tension. So you're going to hear about attention. But we're going to hear it through the media, I think, as well, about what Charles is looking to do. So I'm going to ask you 2 questions, Universe. So just a yes or no, please. Will the king dissolve Parliament? No. How does the king feel about the Chinese coming in under his feet? Yeah, he don't like that. That is bad. Oh, look at that, you know. And right now we can't do anything about it because he's too weak. And I mean weak as well in mind and physically. But I also see that at the moment he's too much of a coward to stand up to Starmer. Will the king find it? What action will the king take to get rid of Labour? Is hoping it's now? Is the king hoping it's now? And that this budget will give him permission to do what he likes with Labour? Yes, because it's about the budget lies, you know. I did say, didn't I? I mean, I've been saying all year he'll go. And I said timing was shit, but I still gave it a go and said about the budget. And I really didn't expect that for what came next, which is that they lied. And he's going to find lies there. Does the king bring the military in? They're already building up, you know, the army. Do you remember months ago when I said, oh, they're recalling people from, like, Cyprus or Greece or wherever, you know, that they're positioned? They were slowly getting them back. And this is because they're building up for something. Will he bring the military in? Has he considered bringing in the military? Because you've got to add the fact as well, you know, and what there's something on him where he feels like there's a risk, you know, that you turn against the Labour Party and then other governments would come in and want rid of the monarchy because of that action that the king's taken. It would be any king, William, George, they're all a threat to the government. Is that why King Charles has been holding back? He don't want to do it that way. Doesn't want to do it that way. Well, you might not want to, but wait for it. Lesser overseas. I think it would be impossible to hide from the government about conversations with the army, or, you know, whoever's at the top, the captains, generals, the majors, whatever they are. I don't think I've heard of Captain Major. Anyway. How does Johnny feel about you got Starmer blackmailing him over it, holding it. Is Harry and Meghan holding this over the king as well? This is supposed to be only the Queen. Did anyone else but the Queen, King Charles and obviously Johnny, did they know? Are they the only ones that knew? No. Did William know? No. Did Harry know? Then William would have known as well. Pressure, defensive. Was that one of the things Harry was going to put in his book, Spare Two? Yeah. All about playing happy families. People say, who is Johnny's mum? Now, William, did Johnny visit the Queen when he was a child? So he's always known that he was adopted, and he's always known how his the family. So I think from about being 3 years old, you know, kind of that way. I would say Johnny's had as much, you know, experience with the Queen as William. Does Meghan know? Of course she does. Harry told her. Yeah, look, Harry told her. Oh my God, Harry, you're going to regret so much. Because when you're opening up and playing victim and crying and sympathy and whatever else, right, and you're telling your partner that, then always be aware that come the end, they're going to throw everything at you and use it against you. How will King Charles get rid of Starmer and Labour? Well, we can safely say I think that is Reeves and Starmer. Difficult, so temptation. What does William think his dad should do about Johnny? In order to get rid of Keir Starmer, he would have no choice but to fess up. If you want to remove him, you've got to remove the issue. And it's better that it comes from the royal family about Johnny rather than anybody else. But do you know what? That was my other question. Oh my God. So if MI5 are telling governments things, okay, does Boris Johnson know about Johnny? Yep. They all get to know. Liz Truss. Yeah. But she was more kind and considerate about this and was, you know, offering help as well. Very understanding, very balanced about it. So it's... Why does the king... What does the king believe the public reaction would be to this secret? Yeah, he'd get a slaughtering, you know. He'd get a slaughtering. Absolute slaughtering. Does he need that when he's only got a few months left? Does he need to go for all that, really? I mean, this is how shitty Starmer is, you know. Blackmailing a man with cancer. How humane is that? But we wouldn't be happy at all. We'd be, there'll be protests, and I don't mean we, okay? I mean the others. The people that are in Megxit, the people that are fans of the royals, you know. You've got a lot of people out there that misunderstand how much the royal family contribute in taxes as well, according to everybody else, Joe Blogs. Oh, they don't pay anything at all. They obviously can't read. Well, okay. Johnny, what are you going to do? Johnny, what are you going to do? What are you going to do about this? Have to be crazy, won't he? It's like his old life will be over. And he doesn't know what the future holds. Doesn't know what he's walking into, what he's stepping in. How does Catherine see this? What does Catherine think Johnny should do? Doesn't matter where Johnny goes in the world. If Starmer wants it out, or Labour wants it out, or anybody else wants it out, it'll be out. Are the mainstream media, are some of them aware that about Johnny? Yes. Yes. They are happy. And yes, they do know. And yes, they have an injunction as well. Is that injunction? It'll be a super injunction, won't it? Is the an embargo on the press not to report about Johnny? Yeah, give it a break a while. Was this knowledge supposed to come out after the king's passed? There you go again, his child. Do you think it's odd, really, as well, when I think about it now, when that date of birth, and everybody goes, oh yeah, that would make William 6 months older. It's only a slight age difference, isn't it? And you can get away with the wrong date of birth in the media because, you know, to help with privacy. And the army, which the Queen owned as well, where he was a part of. So that was it. I wanted to know who the mother was. We'll try. I had somebody in mind. So let's have a look if it's this person. Is it the nanny, Tiggy Leg Beck? I'm getting trapped and stuck, needing somebody else's input. Did Tiggy have sex with King Charles while he was still with Diana? Are you telling me he slept with her while Diana was pregnant? Absolutely. Absolutely. So she was stuck and trapped. She couldn't all of a sudden, you know, announce she was pregnant and everything. I believe rumours circulated later. I believe William was a fan. That they needed somebody, so that was like adoption. Did Diana know this? Yes. From friends, not from any royal, not from Charles, from friends and gossip. And I think she found out either late into her pregnancy with William, so I don't know if Diana ever thought she was kind of friends with Tiggy at the beginning. So that could be a reason. I'm not saying that's true, by the way, okay? I can always be wrong. But how did Tiggy feel about giving up Johnny? The worst thing she ever did in life. The worst thing she ever did in life. Always regretted it right from day one. She was angry as well. She felt like she'd been bulldozed into something. Gotta understand, 30, 40 years ago, the royal family did have a lot going for them. A lot of esteem, a lot of power as well. And that's what would be the final straw in Diana's life. This could tip the edge by saying the royals executed Diana because she was going to reveal all. Did Diana believe these was one of the reasons that she would be unalived? I think that's Andrew. Diana wouldn't have wanted him to Johnny to be recognised anyway. For some reason that I'm not sure, you know, is actually is William older? No. Is Johnny older than William? Must be. Pointless battle, save your energy, not get involved. What the hell? Not get involved. Well, for some reason, Diana wouldn't have wanted it to come out either. Why wouldn't Diana want this to come out, you know? Why wouldn't she want to use it? Holy shit. Did Diana believe that Tiggy had a miscarriage? No. Look, more blackmail, more things over their family. I wonder why. So does did I mean 6 months, that's a record. Well, the only way that can happen, it happened to me. The 6 weeks between my son and his father's son. So can you imagine 6 weeks before I drop and I find out that he's got a baby as well, which must have been carried for 9 months at least. Well, not least, but 9 months. And I didn't even know. I had no idea. That's the only way it could have happened, that he's been playing 2 women. Did King Charles cheat on Diana? Unreliable source, don't trust, will take revenge. Well, he could have been taking revenge. Something tells me these two are exactly together at this point where he slept with somebody. Is that Will Carlin? What's the ginger hair's bloke's name? I can't remember his name. Anyway, let's ask. Did was it when she was seeing the redhead guy? No. So maybe that Charles has heard whispers that, you know, William's not his maybe, that Diana was cheating on him, because don't forget they did a number on her, but they also courtiers and everybody else did a fan number on him as well. Unreliable, took, you know, maybe got revenge. Is Tiggy definitely Johnny's mother? I don't think I've got it right. Not this time around. Oh my god. So he has been with her, maybe just not. What? Did Charlie Boy, you know, have sex with Tiggy? Both needing support. So this could have been once or twice as well. Could have just been once. Is Tiggy the mother, the birth mother of Johnny Thompson? Yes or no? Won't turn the card. No. Said I wouldn't turn the card. Anyway, it said information not passed on. Who is Johnny's birth mother? How does the king know? Or how did he meet the mother? Friends, you know. I got this, you know what, a couple of years ago, I got something similar, you know, saying that they met out as well, and like, it was a brief interaction. Something, it's a place he liked to go. Someone who liked him as well. I feel like this Charles would know this person very well. How did the king feel when he found out she was pregnant? That is not the father. Oh, well, that's a typical bloke's answer, isn't it? When they've dumped you, ruined you, and yeah, they turn around and say that. That he won't be recognised, that he won't be in the line of succession, that he won't be having a royal title. You know, he threw everything at her. Did the Christian King Charles advise to get a termination? Yes. I think he was quite happy to arrange one. But instead that didn't happen. What did, is Johnny's mother still alive, universe? I got someone close, didn't I? Is it Camilla? Getting the past into the future here. How does Johnny see Camilla? In all the years, I've always had it that it's not Camilla. Mind you, I did get a glimpse of... yeah, I did. So, I'm going at it, but I didn't see her face. Don't worry, I popped it back out my head. I didn't want to watch. But it was quite horsey, and it was quite a car, and it was quite outside. And it was quite tipsy. But Johnny looks nothing like Camilla. He looks a bit like William. The king and the father. Who was it? Someone who was in a position. Was this person married? I think it collapsed soon after. Is Camilla Parker Bowles the mother, the birth mother, of Major Johnny Thompson? Wow, something big. I have everything I need in front of me. Not this time around, so they've been involved before. Save me energy on Tiggy. The king. He's going to have to endure something. She's going to have to endure something as well. It could be some kind of adoption agency. Is it adoption agencies? Yep. Much better. Much better. So, are you telling me sealed adoption papers will be unsealed because Charles passes, so those injunctions and everything else are gone? Is it about adoption records? It's the way forward. Oh, well, there you go. Is it all coming out, universe, soon? After his death. Shit, I got that 5 days ago and it kept coming out, and I thought it's because I'm ill, you know, and like, oh, so tired and dehydrated, so. But it wasn't. It turned out my grandma, she passed yesterday, so that was 4 days. It was exactly 4 days. Is this 4 days for the king? Oh, just. Who is this woman? A woman that can do a lot of damage. And again, look, you know, we've got the judgment there, reversed. The judgment there, reversed. Is this a woman that will, you know, tell? Maybe she even accuses the king of something. Will she tell? Yeah, it's her son. I cannot see it being Camilla at all. I'd have seen it. I saw it with William. I don't even really that much see it with Charles at the moment. But I know this. He's always been Queen Elizabeth's grandson. So is the king worried that Andrew would spill the beans? It's, well, he's scared to death because apparently the Russians have got something on Andrew, and they're feeling, you know, the government's got issues with the king and power, and obviously, you know, Andrew in his own right could have told people already. The king don't trust him. But it's more that, does the king believe it was Epstein that knew? I don't think he believes that, but I don't know. Epstein ain't there to ask, and you can't trust your brother, so I don't know. Okay, then let's draw this to a close. Please, outcome for Keir Starmer regarding the King's investigation. Yeah, government, we trust government, royal family. Outcome. Think, you know, the King gets involved. But what will the King do? What's the action, actually, for the King? What's the outcome of this? Yeah, you got an abuse of authority here, you know, declaring unfit or no confidence, you know, and also that there are laws being broken as well. Outcome for Reeves. Yeah, she's going to have to step down and resign because the pressure's just too much. Does Reeves take Starmer down with her as well? I'm seeing a destructive, angry woman here. Is that Ange? Yeah. Angela Rayner. Oh, look at that. She'll be putting portraits up and taking them down as well. So I did say I expect Angela Rayner to be the next Prime Minister. Because the answer to the King's prayers would be a general election, an early one. Yeah, I think the King's in trouble as well. I think Starmer is going to focus on, you know, the royal family a bit more. So it's them two out, Rayner in. Well, bloody hell. I don't know. I don't know who's worse, honestly. I was looking at Vladimir Putin this morning and I thought, do you know what? I've got a lot more faith in him. When he says he's going to kill you all, he usually does. So I like a man who can stick to his word, obviously. Anyway, that was a joke. A poor one, maybe. Alright, guys, that's it from me. I'll be back soon with another reading. Bye now. Bye-bye.